Okay, equivalent fractions. So if I have 2/3, here's my shape, and I've got 2/3. I want to know how to write an equivalent fraction for 2/3. To keep things simple, I can break that shape into sixths. So I can actually cut it, oops, not with that, I'm not going to. I can actually cut it across here. Now that I've broken that shape into sixths, how many of those six have already been coloured in when I coloured in the 2/3? 2, 3, 4, 4 of them. So 2/3 is actually equal to 4/6. Let's try another one. If I had 4/5, so let me draw fifths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just gonna. Oh, I can't rub that last bit off because it takes off the whole shape. Let me try that again. All right, let's be a little more accurate this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so I'm going to colour in 4 of those fifths. 1, 2, 3, 4. What if I want to know, how many 15ths that equals? So I've got to change those fifths into 15ths. And so I can simply cut it to make that 15ths. I know that if I cut it there and there, now I've got 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. How many of those are coloured in? 12. 12 of them are coloured in. Can you see a pattern? Now I know we've done this in class, but let's just have a look anyway. This is my denominator. What did I multiply my denominator by to get to 15? Well, 5 times 3 is 15. Whatever I do to the denominator, I must do to the numerator. So if I times by 3 down here, I've got to times by 3 up here. 4 times 3 is 12. Let's see if that applies for this one. 3 times what is 6? 3 times 2 is 6. So whatever I do to the denominator, I have to do to the numerator. 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, so let's have a go at one then that we haven't done. Let's do 4/6 equals how many 24ths? 6 times what is 24? 6 times 4 is 24. So whatever I do to the denominator, I have to do to the numerator. 4 times 4 is 16. Now sometimes you might have ones that want to work backwards, and it may not be the denominator. The same thing is if I had a numerator up here, I could still work out my denominator if I knew what these numbers were at the top. Let's go from the larger number and try and work out what the smaller one is. If I've got 20 25ths, and I want to know how many, for what is equivalent. So what I've got to do, because this one's bigger, it's going to be divide. So 20 divided by what is 4? If you know your times tables, it's 5, because I know 4 5s are 20. So if I divide the numerator by 5, I've got to divide the denominator by 5. And 25 divided by 5 is 5, so it's 4/5. So it's the same either way, just as long as whatever you do to the top, you do to the bottom. Whatever you do to the bottom, you do to the top. As long as it's multiplication, it's not addition. It's multiplication and division, not addition and subtraction. Multiplication and division.